What's up everyone, V here, and I'm back with yet another Halloween review. But this time, I'm switching it up a bit, because so far we've only reviewed, Marvel Legends for the past, I think, 4 Halloween videos. Go check those out, by the way. So I decided, you know what, we gotta switch it up a bit. We gotta do a little something different for Halloween, you know what I'm saying? And what better way to celebrate the Halloween spirit than to review the Dark Knight himself, the Batman. This is the DC multiverse, the Batman. It doesn't say the Batman, it just says Batman, but I wanted to say the Batman, because if it's weird saying the Batman, and it's fun saying the Batman. First off, like I do in every review, I talk about what it's from, which is, if you haven't guessed by now, The Batman, which is actually a phenomenal movie. It almost went into the, small category of movies I consider 10 out of 10. That's how good it is. The only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is because I haven't watched it for a second time, so I don't know if it's as enjoyable to watch a second time or it's not as fun. I mean, if I watch it a second time, we'll find out, but right now it's at a solid 9.5 in my book, and I think it's a phenomenal movie, and it's a tough decision, but I do think he's my favorite Batman. Not my favorite Batman suit, that goes to Ben Affleck. Love that comic book accurate suit. Wish they'd make a BVS suit version of him, but they don't, or they did. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know, because I don't care about McFarlane figures. But before we get into the Batman himself, let's get in the box. This box kind of lame. It's a square. I'm used to all the angular Hasbro boxes. But yeah, it says DC Multiverse. Isn't that the line that Mattel had too? They just called it the same thing. Yeah, the stand. He comes with a stand. It's the same for every DC figure. I left it in the box because I already had all the Suicide Squad stands out, and I lost them all. But I don't feel like tearing open this box. Yeah, the Batman. I got at GameStop. Fun story. When I watched the movie, I bought the Riddler first, and then went on a treacherous hunt for the Batman, which I found at a really rough GameStop that's super small in a mall. That's fun. Glad I was able to find them. DC Multiverse, Batman. McFarlane Toys. We'll get into my opinions on them. Batman trademark, the Batman. The Batman. McFarlane Toys again, and on the back you see Batman, the Batman. A picture of the Batman. Collect them all. Is that Catwoman? Yes, Catwoman. I can't see the picture. The Penguin. I do want to get those too, but yeah, the time has passed. The Riddler, which we will be reviewing next, and the Bat Cycle. I don't care. It's a bunch of stuff on the back. That's about it. Let's get into the card, because, cards. I actually like the cards. I hate the Batman cards, because, this is like a normal card. Steppenwolf, yeah, I love that figure. Awesome, cool shot of him from the movie. And, with the Suicide Squad figures, you get nice promo shots of them. But for the Batman, they decided just to use pictures of the figure. And if you saw my Carnage and Venom reviews, go check those out. They're a lot of fun. I hate when they put pictures, of the figures on the boxes and promotional art. I like the cool artwork on the back of the boxes and on the cards. So when they just put a picture of the figure, it aggravates me. Man, Batman trademark, the Batman. Data file. I don't want to read all that. His name's Bruce Wayne. Yeah. It's about it. I like the cards. They're cool, but man. Which is weird, because they just took shots from the movie and made them the figures, because that's an actual shot from the movie. Same with the Riddler one, but why not just use the shot from the movie? And to get into one of his many accessories, I'm just kidding, he comes with one, and it sucks. The grappling hook, it's cool. It doesn't have an ounce of paint, but, it's got nice sculpting and everything, and it's got this giant peg coming out the side, and you're probably like, wow, what's the peg for? Can he peg it on his belt? As far as I know, he can't. It's to peg into his slapping hand. Yeah, there's a hole there, and you just fight God himself to get it in there. I was fighting God before the video, and you get it in, and what? I mean, it works, I guess, but like, I don't think he used it like that. It looks goofy as hell. It looks stupid, and you know, get out his hand, Jesus Christ. And to get into his other... Oh, wait, he doesn't. That's the only accessory he has besides the stand on the card. No batarang. Nothing. What? It's Batman. Why? Batman don't got no batarang. Also, the greatest sin against action figures, if you want an unmasked head, you have to buy this exact same $25 figure again, but with an unmasked head, because they can't put the unmasked heads with the figure. I hate that, because I want unmasked heads. I ain't want to buy another whole figure that I already own just for a new head. That is not worth it. And that's one of the reasons why I hate McFarlane, because like Marvel Legends, this Iron Man right here, now yeah, he did come in a 2-pack, but still it works. He had 2 interchangeable heads. Batman don't even come with nothing. But yes, let's actually get into the Batman. Into that head sculpt, and I already got complaints. It's a nice head sculpt. Why is he looking to the left? It's stupid. I hate when they do that with either the hair flowing a certain way or the eyes looking a certain way. It just messes up the figure. It's not a mispaint or misprint or mess up, because I think all of them have it. It's just the big question mark. But the cowl looks great. Got the nice stitching and everything. Love that design. Don't know how it's bulletproof, because it looks fabric, but it's the only thing, like, why you gotta be bulletproof? I mean, it was a cool scene, but why he bulletproof? Give us a Batman that can get shot and then bleed, you know? Yeah, he can kind of... He does have a little bit of tone to the face, which is nice. Got little lips there. Back of the head. Now, this is the one that is, like... I think this in the original release. I was wondering when I got it, what's this? Because it looks like the cowl back. I think on the first wave of these, or like early ones, they accidentally just put the unmasked cowl on the masked figure, so that shouldn't be there. I think if you buy like a newer one, it won't be there, but you know, it's the quality I expect from McFarlane. Can you tell I don't really care for McFarlane figures? But yeah, get to his chest, and look at that batarang. Nice and shiny and glossy and not removable, unlike the movie. He removed in the movie, right? It's been months since I've seen that movie. I saw it in theaters, though, opening night. Was it opening night? I think it was opening night. I don't know. No, it wasn't opening night, because it was like a couple days out. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I got the nice sculpt work. Then got his shoulder pads, which are a rubbery piece. I think this chest is also... Is it? No. I don't know, but this is a rubbery piece. Looks really good. Come down to the arms. Sadly, he don't got the pinless, because I think that's the thing only Hasbro's be doing, but you know, is what it is. He's got his gauntlets, which do look really nice. These are rubbery, so they won't tear. I'm pretty sure they were just black in the movie. But yeah, I got like these. I don't remember if they did anything. It is October. The movie came out, I think, in the beginning of March. I ain't remember. But like, yeah, it looks really great. Come in there for more detail. He's got a lot of detail. This Batman design is really, like, you know, detailed and cool. Then come to the chest. It's a little wonky because it's not perfectly lined up. Then come to the belt. Not an ounce of paint, which is weird because it looks like the belt is painted black. But, you know, we move. Then come down to the legs. Got a little bit of strap detail that doesn't make sense. I'm assuming that, like, maybe, like, something connected there, like this, but in the movie, but the figure doesn't have that. But I do like the leg design. It's a lot more simple compared to like the rest of him, but I don't know, I love that detail in there. It looks great. You flip up this tough cape, but honestly I don't mind. He does look a little disproportionate. He kind of got a little bit of cake back there, but you know, not too much. It comes down to some bland as hell knee pads, but you know, nothing needs to be too complex. And then come down to his boots, and they hide them horrifically wretched joints. Another thing I hate about them. That's pretty much it. Also, the cape is a rubbery piece. Bit stiff, but I do like the cut that it makes. And it does have some nice sculpt work. And I do prefer, like, these kind of capes to fabric. Because fabric, on this scale, looks garbage, lays garbage. If it doesn't have a wire, it sucks. And only, like, custom capes have wires, I think. So, like, yeah, like, I have a bunch of, like, a Darth Vader from the Black Series. He has a fabric cape. I hate it with a burning passion. So, yeah, it comes down to that. I don't think it... Did it come in that far in the movie? I don't know. He's got weird proportions, because another thing that I have a problem with, they're not really well-proportioned. Not that this Iron Man is a good example of well-proportioned. He's a little wonky. But also, just something about McFarlane figures, they just don't feel as high quality as, like, a Marvel Legends. Like, this Iron Man, I wholeheartedly trust that I could drop this down a staircase and it would survive. Maybe a few paint chips, but it'd survive. This Batman, I feel like chucking it on this table might hurt it in some way. It's also due to the fact that I've had a lot of problems with McFarlane in the past, like really loose joints. Almost every McFarlane figure has loose joints. And the goddamn hands, I lost, like, this Batman's hands, well, it's technically Omega. I lost one of his interchangeable hands, just flew to the afterlife, I'm assuming, because I tried to swap it and it just flung off, because they have god-awful joints. Hopper I think he was McFarlane. Hand just didn't even stay on. I hate these joints, because I feel more secure when it goes into the arm, not when it goes into the hand. I just hate these joints. They're ugly. They're disgusting. Let's get to articulation. Head looks up that far. Looks down not at all. Gets a little bit of tilt. Rotates. But, like, arm moves out. That's rubbery, but it runs into everything. Now, it has some sort of butterfly armpit joint in there, which it seems to only aggravate me when I'm trying to, like, articulate him, and it's really annoying. Upper arm rotation, I give up. Double jointed elbow, it's nice. Hinge up and down, but you know, you can rotate it to go the other ways, but I don't trust those wrists in the slightest. He crunches a whopping nothing forward. Maybe it's just me. He's not moving forward, but he does arch back a bit. Rotates in both the spots. Kicks forward pretty well. Back decently. Actually goes really far out. I mean, god dang, boy. Upper leg rotation, question mark? Double jointed knee. And the god-awful joint again, but I don't think it has a rocker. So yeah, like, oh god dang it, I messed the shoulder up while doing the articulation. Now I don't know if I can fix it. Oh god. You always gotta work with a McFarlane figure. I don't enjoy playing with them that much and messing around with them that much, unlike a Marvel Legends. Like, there's always a lot of hassle, there's always something wrong with it. Like, even, like, the best figures, like, there's always something goofy going on with it. Like, you could take one of the best McFarlane figures and an average Marvel Legends, and I feel like the average Marvel Legends would be a better figure. Size comparison. Before I start ranting more, here he is next to Thor, another caped guy, and it's pretty big Marvel Legends. Let's just start firing them off. Oh, I almost forgot the Black Series. Here he is next to Black Series. And Moon Knight, and yeah, my biggest complaint with McFarlane figures is that they're 7 inches tall, so they don't go with any scale. They can't fit with your Star Wars, your Marvel, nothing. They can only fit with, I don't know, I guess your NECA, and if you buy Marvel Select, which I will show one in a minute. Here's next to Fortnite and Transformer. Hit myself in the head with Shockwave, that's fun. Here he is next to my favorite Marvel Select figure. The Mark 85 Iron Man. His joints are a little goofy, but yeah, he's the only Iron Man that like could go with this Batman. It's also the best looking Iron Man I own besides the Hot Toys. But yeah, even then, proportionally, he is miles better than this Batman. I don't like it. They butchered the Flash. Okay, I really wanted that Flash from the CW, and when I heard it announced, I was losing my mind, and I saw that freaking cut in the body, and I was like, I'm not buying it. I might buy it when I get a job and have the money to buy it, but like, man, they butchered it. In the like early like promo shots or like prototypes didn't have that god awful torso cut. What were they thinking? I don't know. More comparisons. Here he is next to another McFarlane figure. It's a bit older, which actually looks really good. The Demogorgon. You see, I always thought McFarlane was like known for like okay, so it's not like the most solid figures, get loose a bit, but they have great paint apps. That's what I imagine going into this line. I don't know if it's because it's a main release and those weren't as like they have to make more of these, but the paint apps on like most of them suck mega ass. I don't know what it is, man. This whole line be goofing. Here he is next to that Omega Batman, which is really small, but also my favorite McFarlane figure because it's the only one that I don't think will actually shatter in my hands except for the wrists. Yeah, he looks awesome. I love him. Also, I love Batman that don't show their mouths. It just looks so much cooler. I might review this guy. Don't expect all the accessories because I think one of them's in my old house in like the back rooms. And here he is next to the Riddler, who I think is a better figure solely due to the fact that he isn't a pain to mess with, like with those shoulders. And he is really proportional. He is inaccurate though. That's not accurate, but they look great together. You know, be like, tell him a riddle, like, what he's saying in the movie. Like I said, I haven't seen it in a minute, but he's like, I want to make a joke, but I legitimately can't remember what he said in the movie. Isn't he like, oh god, something about your blind eye? I don't know. And then the guy goes boom, and then Gotham gets flooded. And then Something in the Way plays for like the 15th time. I think it's the only song Batman ever listens to. Bro, I'm trying to fix this shoulder so much. I also love how like a bunch of like emo gym bro guys like took that song and made it their anthem for a while, even though I'm pretty sure none of them like actually knew the song existed before it. Yes. Is that it? That's it. Oh my god, I am done with the Batman. This is not as positive of a review as I was expecting, but that's just because it's my first McFarlane figure review, so I have to let out all my gripes. Don't worry, the Riddler one will be fun, and yes, I might try to make bad riddles, and when I mean riddles, I mean worse stuff than you saw before. But yeah, that's about it. This figure might not be the best. Isn't there a Mafex one? That's the one to get, but that's also expensive, and also I don't even know if it released because I think ain't Mafex the ones that like take forever to release figures. Anyway, that's about it. You know, this is Batman from the Batmans. The Batman. It's Batman. He's cool. He's not my favorite superhero. He's not my favorite DC superhero. I've never been a huge fan of Batman, but the Batman's a good movie, I gotta say. It's really good. It's a delicious one, you know. And yeah, so like, subscribe. Check out my previous reviews if you like Marvel, Star Wars, Transformers. I think I did some of those Fortnite figures. But yes. And yeah, go check out my Instagram, MoonKnightXO. It's just, you get to see my mental collapse in real time. And that's about it. And yes, this is Batman. There's Batman. That's about it. Yeah, next review is, of course, going to be Mr. Riddles himself, a figure which I do really, really like. None of them made it in the top 10 of the year. Oh, wait, they came out this year. Yeah, they didn't make it in the top 10 this year. I already know it. I did one for like halfway through the year, and they definitely didn't make it. But, yeah. Oh, ain't it like, if you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye? Peter Griffin. And Batman's like, "Oh, get you, Riddler. Something's in my ass." Yeah, that's pretty much what happened in the movie. And then Gotham gets flooded, and then, something involving Catwoman and the Penguin. Colin Farrell and a lot of prosthetics and makeup. Is that Penguin show actually happening, or is it like... Oh yeah, and the Joker showed up for like 5 seconds, and then the deleted scene showed, and that was absolute nightmare fuel. Jesus Christ, every time it was in my feed, I jumped a bit. And yeah, it's about it, and hope you have a great day. Don't go out at night thinking you can get doing crimes, because he's waiting in the shadows. He is the darkness. He is the Batman.